By the end of the video, you would be able to know the top thing that you need to look at any job offer, especially when you're job hunting in India, so that you don't get into any problems in the future.
I've made a huge mistake.
So number one is notice period. Always look at how much is the notice period duration. This factor is very important because it will tell you so much about the company attrition rate and how the company is doing in terms of retaining talent in most scenarios. A company which has a high attrition rate will tend to have things like long notice period and sometimes even bond.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
So what is a bond? Bond is an employment contract which ties to your employer for a certain duration. So if you want to leave your potential employer, do you have to pay them just because you want to leave their company? So this question you have to keep in your mind. So this is a huge warning sign since the company is going very far, not only trying to retain you but also restrict your professional career from leaving their organization. These bonds tend to have a high amount which you need to pay them if you want to leave the company before the employment contract is over, most popularly known in India as bond. So it's highly advised to not join any company having bond, as it's a very high probability that the company environment is not very good, or the team which you're going to join, the environment might not be good.
Your soul is mine.
Third point is working hours. What are the working hours that is written in the job offer? What are the official and the unofficial working hours? Yes, I know that official hours is something that everyone mostly looked, and yes, it is very important to know that the hours are fixed or the hours are something that suits you. But there is a clause in most offers that states that at some time during crunch hours or some period of time, you may need to put more hours in legal terms, which we often skip. So try to understand what are the unofficial working hours by asking the interviewers, and research online a bit and ask people who are currently working for the potential new employer which you got an offer for.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Point number 4 would be job title. So this is super important as this can affect your career path. Though in different tech companies, they have different job title based on various factors. So you can be a CTO of a startup company, and once you join companies like Amazon, you might be an SG2 or tech lead. So the job titles in tech is a little bit of gray area. What truly matters is the skills that you have in your toolbox and your experience which you have gained in the past. So focus on learning than job titles. If you feel that you have a much bigger opportunity to learn and you are being downgraded in certain job title by a year, I think that's okay, but it totally depends on your personal preference. If you have watched the video till here, I'm sure you would like my other content as well. So do hit the subscribe button so that you get to see more such content that can greatly help your career. It's a free investment for your careers, so I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Point number 5 is base pay. So now comes to the part where everyone likes to hear. How much are you going to get paid? Now, companies in India often like to say cost to company, which is quite misleading. What we should always say whenever we try to negotiate is on base pay, and you should always notify the recruiter that you are talking in terms of base pay. This would be your take home salary that you're going to get on a monthly basis. So make sure that you know what is the base pay and see what are included in the base pay. Some companies are quite mischievous and add things like employer's contribution of PF in that base pay, which should not be the case. The base pay should only include the employee's contribution to PF. One of the key things that a base pay should include is the employee's contribution to PF. But hey, no one is raising questions on these companies or concerns. These kind of companies get away with this and they save a ton of money. Point number 6 is benefits package. This is another major part which is also important. What are the company benefits? Do you get free food? Do you get free transport from the company? Do you get really good insurance that covers your family? Does the company provide free childcare? Do you get 100% remote work? So knowing what is the benefit package are, knowing what the benefits package are which a company provide is super important, as it can sometimes even offset other companies who offer higher pay but little to no benefits. Point number 7 is coworkers and managers. So who are you going to work with on a daily basis will determine your happiness level to a huge extent. There is a saying, employees join for the company but leaves because of bad managers. This is super true because bad managers can stagnate your career and can bring in a lot of daily stress to employees. And this is the most common reason why people tend to leave even good organizations. So do understand the team culture and how the manager is during the interview process. Ask them some behavioral questions to them when they ask you if you have any questions for them. Remember that they are not there just to interview you, but you are also interviewing them. A great fit is very important in the long run. Point number 8 is career advancement. Career goals is important for you as an employee, since growth in one's career gives you satisfaction that you are being a better person than you were yesterday. This satisfaction of growing to be a better person and more knowledgeable is important for a lot of employees, especially software engineers, where we need to keep polishing our skills in coding or software engineering. It is bad if you were hired for as a software engineer but you were only doing testing work all day. Even software engineers do testing work these days, but it doesn't take 100% of your time. So make sure that your career would grow in a company, as potential increase in income would keep you happy for the first couple of months, but the long lasting happiness truly comes from job satisfaction. That's all for this video. I hope you like it. If you think that I have missed anything here, do comment down in the comment section below.